You actually said, Peter, that the Australians need to seek consulting for anger management. Are you still thinking this?
Oh, yeah, I'd say it again if the same thing happened. But yeah, we were all in the heat of battle at the time, and I think things have been resolved. So what we did was absolutely fine, and yeah, we're here to worry about Cadice. For us, it's really about just accumulating points. To be honest, we're more interested in the distance from our team to fourth than the distance to first, because at the end of the day, this event's all about getting to the final, and then you get the chance to win the season championship. So
it's been an amazing experience, and I really enjoy helming the boat. I think time is definitely coming, and there's a really amazing opportunity right now to look at that next generation and really bring in more females to train and come through and kick some of these guys out sometime in the future.
Tom, did you make the peace with Peter, or you're still fighting?
Yeah, they strategically put Liv in between us, I think, to keep us apart. No, we spoke about it that night, and it's water under the bridge for us. I can see his point of view. I think he sees our point of view, and we're just happy to move on from here. Last year in Saint-Tropez we finished last, and then we came to Cadice and we won, and then we actually went on a bit of a winning streak from here. So we love being here, and it's a place we feel confident sailing. So we're excited, and hopefully it can sort of turn our fortunes again and get us on a bit of a roll again. That's the hope. The reason we're all here as skippers and sailors is because we want to compete against the very best. We could go and compete in other leagues and win every event, but we want to be here and see how we actually stack up against the best in the world. So when we get a challenge from the Kiwis like this, it's motivating for me. The SailGp organisation has improved their processes so well that we can actually fit 14 events and get the boats around the world quickly and efficiently. It's just impressive to see where we've come from season 1 to countries and cities around the world lined out the door saying we want to host SailGp. It's amazing what's happened in 2 years.
Jimmy, are you at your best of confidence, in terms of confidence now in your team?
Yeah, it was a great result for the team. It's been a lot of hard work, and at the same time, one of the goals this season was to try and create more depth in the roster, and I feel like we've done that. Having said all of that, there's a lot of work left to go. In the overall, we are still at the back, and so we need to take this confidence and the belief the team now has and try and ride that momentum. One thing that's ingrained in you as a child is that you support any team that plays New Zealand. Doesn't matter which team they are, but any team that plays New Zealand, you support them. The other thing you learn, and you learn this in the schoolyard as a redhead, is that redheads have to stick together, even if that redhead may be in the wrong. So, but in all seriousness, Pete was clearly in the wrong. I don't think it's, in the right. Sorry, Pete. Pete was clearly in the right, and would I do the same thing if I was in that situation? You're damn right I would. To really build and grow this sport, we need momentum and consistency. And I think as a fan, we're all sports fans ourselves. One thing you like to see is, a regular season and, events every, at least week or two to view and to watch. So, yeah, I think the announcement of 14 events in the next season is just awesome. And I think it's only going to grow from here.
Forecast looks pretty good for this weekend, quite strong winds. It depends what configuration we end up racing the boats in. Yeah, we had the lead in that final race last year. We stuffed it in on the reach, which is kind of a bit of a turning point actually for us last season. Things went downhill from there for a couple of events. We just got to try and keep consistent, try and avoid errors where perhaps it's time to back off a little bit. Maybe you have to accept you give up a couple of places, but you keep the boat upright, or you try and keep out of a collision, whatever it is, just to make sure that you've got some consistency.
You're probably finding people aren't making mistakes anymore. I think in season 1 you could probably get away with making 5 big mistakes around the racetrack. Season 2 maybe you could make 2 or 3 and still finish somewhere near the top, but Now, if you make one mistake, you're going to get swallowed up and you'll get passed by everyone. So that's probably the biggest thing we've found. And after reviewing our performance in Saint-Tropez, we actually just looked at it and said we're in great positions. We made one error and we got passed by everyone from that one mistake. So yeah, you can't afford to be doing that anymore.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying my time so far on the F50. I think that we've had a really warm and inviting culture since the beginning of the team, and that's really created an opportunity for all of us to really want to work on our jobs and improve our jobs. Yeah, I feel really supported to, be put into this role as a strategist and figure it out on my own, and also make mistakes and get feedback on how I can do better. And it's been a really rewarding few months for sure.